Hello and welcome to my yoga channel. My name's Julia and today I'm going to lead you through some sun salutations. They're traditionally done in the morning but can be done any time of the day to waken up and stretch every part of the body. They can be done in front of another yoga video if you like, or just on their own. So let's begin. Come up close to the front of the mat, have your feet and your ankles together, pressing into the mat. Thighs are strong, wrapped around, and tailbone is tucked under. Bring your hands into front of your chest, Namaste position, and then on an inhale, reach out and up. Big stretch, look up. Exhale, forward fold. I'll show you the beginner's version here. Inhale, looking up and lengthen. Exhale, hands down and walk yourself back into plank. And then bring your knees down and lower yourself all the way to the mat. Inhale, come to cobra. Exhale, feet underneath you. Press back into downward facing dog, walking the feet a little closer towards the hands. Press into the pose and breathe. To come forwards, look forward, walk or step or jump your feet to your hands. Hands onto your legs, look up, exhale, forward fold, and then come up with the flat back, arms reach out like aeroplane wings, palms touch overhead, and exhale, come back into Namaste. And then on an inhale, reach out and up, big stretch, look up at your fingertips. And then exhale, come to a flat back, arms out to the sides, and then let yourself round down and bring your hands onto your legs or your feet or the floor with your legs straight here. So depending on your flexibility. Look up, lengthen, hands can be here. And then bend your knees until you get your hands flat and step, walk, or if you don't have to do the jump back into plank. Hold that plank here, straight as a line. Hands, your knees can come down if you want to, or else come down in one straight line all the way to the mat, or just above it if you can hover here, holding it with strength. And then roll on the tops of the feet for up dog with knees off the mat, or for beginners with your knees down. That's cobra pose. Then roll back over your feet into downward facing dog. You want to walk a little bit closer towards your hands or your feet, a little closer towards each other. Push back into the hips, heels pressed towards the mat. They may not reach the mat, but that's okay. And hold it here, the head relaxes, and breathe. Here we're going to come forwards, so you can walk your feet up, big step, or more experienced, jump up, look up, inhale, exhale, forward fold, bringing the head down towards the feet, and then come to a flat back and come up on an inhale, reach the arms out to the sides, up, palms touch, and exhale, back into Namaste. And then we go again. Inhale, reach out and up, overhead, palms touch. If you want to, you can even take this into a little bit of a back bend. And then as you exhale, come forward to a flat back. And then let yourself round all the way down. Hands near your feet, maybe on the floor if you're flexible enough. Inhale, look up and lengthen. Hands could be on your feet or on your shins. And then as you exhale, bend your knees, step, walk, or jump back into plank. Hold it firmly, knees down if you like, and then lower, elbows close to your body as you come down. If you can, hover just above the mat, and then roll on the top of your feet. Shoulders are back and down, lift up the chest, upward facing dog. Exhale, roll back over your feet, downward facing dog. Walk your feet in a little closer towards your hands. Legs are hip width apart and push back with your hips, pressing away with your fingers, and let your head relax and breathe deeply in and out through the nose. And get ready to come forward. You can step, walk or jump. Bend your knees if you're going to jump. Look forwards as you inhale, jump. Look up, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, bringing your head in close to your legs. Inhale, reach out and up, overhead. Reach out, palms touch over your head. And exhale, back around into Namaste. Well done. Now we'll go into Sun Salutation B. So here you bend your knees down, keeping them behind your toes. So if you're sitting in a chair, arms reach out and up, overhead. And then as you exhale, you straighten the legs, swan dive forward, round all the way down. Hands beside the feet or on your legs. Inhale, look up, stretch out. Exhale, step, walk or jump back into plank. And lower with control, knees down if you like, remember. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back into downward facing dog. Step in a tiny bit with your right foot, big step with your left foot up between your hands. Now, if it doesn't go all the way there, you can grab it with your hand, give it a bit of a help. Bring that back, heel down. Your hips are facing the front of the room. Balance, strong legs, bring yourself up. Warrior one pose, palms touch, sink into that front leg, back leg is straight, and then come either side of your front foot with your hands. Come on your back toes. You're in a deep lunge. Step yourself back into plank and lower with control. Again, knees down if you want. Into up dog or cobra, nice and smoothly, and roll back over the feet. Downward facing dog, and then the other side. So step in a tiny bit with your left foot, look forwards. Now see how I'm going to bring the hip around and sway my hips forward so I can bring that foot all the way up. Again, if you can't get it all that way, notice if I don't sway the hip, my leg gets to about here and gets stuck. So you have to sway, take the leg a little bit to the side. If it doesn't go all the way still, grab your ankle with your hand, bring it forwards. Back foot comes down with the heel a little bit behind the toe. Bend into that front knee, hips face forwards. Bring yourself up into warrior two. Palms touch, sink into that front leg, strong back leg. And then start to come down, hands either side of your front foot, and bend that front knee even more deeply. Come on the back toes into a runner's lunge. Step back, plank pose. Notice my hips are in line with the body, not sticking up like that. Hips, knees down if you like, and lower yourself with control. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, downward facing dog. And hold it here, 5 breaths. Couple more breaths. And then you come forward, so you have the option to walk, step or jump. Look forwards, come up to your hands. Inhale and exhale down. Now bend your knees deeply into that chair pose, keeping them behind your toes. Come up into chair, reach up and all the way back up to standing. And we go again. So bend your knees down into chair, arms reach out and up. Exhale, diving forwards, hands down. Inhale, look up, lengthen. Exhale, hands flat, step, walk or jump back and lower yourself down with control. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Tiny step in with your right foot, big step with your left foot, back foot flat, come up, warrior one. Reaching up, sinking into the legs, stretching up with the arms, and then comes back down again. Hands either side of the front foot, come on your back toes, step back into a plank, and lower. Up dog, or cobra, back into downward facing dog. Tiny step in with your left foot, big step with your right foot, back foot comes flat, and come up. Warrior one on the other side. And coming back down into that runner's stretch. Come on your back toes, lunge forwards first, step it back, and lower with control. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring your feet hips width apart. Push back with your fingers and get your breath back here. Holding it, breathing, dipping the chest towards the mat. One more big breath. Get ready to come forward. Remember your options, step, walk, or jump up to your hands with control. Look up, inhale, exhale, forward fold. And then bend your knees down deeply, chair pose. Arms come out and up overhead and coming back up all the way around into Namaste. And we'll do it one more time. So bending the knees, keeping them behind the toes, arms stretch out and up. Exhale, flat back and round over to the floor, or your hands come onto the legs. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hands flat. Remember, walk, step or jump back into plank. Knees down if you want, and then lower. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back into downward facing dog. Walk the feet in a little closer towards you. Right, you want to step in a tiny bit with your right foot. Big step, the left foot, back foot flat. Come up, warrior one pose. Sink into the legs from the belly button up, you're stretching. And come hands down. Come on your back toes. Step back and lower. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Walk your feet in a tiny bit. And a little step with your left foot. Big step with your right foot. Wriggle the foot forward if you need to. Back foot flat. Come up. Warrior one. Palms touch overhead. Reach. Exhale, bring your hands down. Come on the back toes, so you're lunging. Step it back to plank. And lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And hold it here. And breathe. All done. One more big breath. Get ready to come forwards. Step, walk or jump. So look where you're going to go. Come up with control. Lift up through the chest. And exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees. Come up now. Palms to touch. Stretch up. And all the way up to standing. And back into Namaste. And that's it. Well done.